What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. We just got some juicy news about the upcoming events. The Fusion will start tomorrow, guys, and we're going to have a summoning event this weekend. A summon rush, most probably. It's not guaranteed yet, so don't hold me accountable if we're going to have a pet event or a deck of fate coming out of nowhere. But we are expecting to have a summon rush for the Fusion, right? And if you are going for the Fusion, you're going to want to open some shards, and I'm here to announce the summoning event for this weekend. Some of you guys will be very tempted because I think this is a very good one for whoever has shards saved up, for whoever thinks that he might be lucky. And there are some very nice champions on here. One of them being one of the best champions in the game. So first things first. This Friday, December the 15th, we're planning to launch a few events simultaneously. Number one, they're planning to launch a 2x event to summon epic and legendary champions from Primal Shards. That means that the chance to summon a legendary from Primal Shards will go all the way to 2%. The epics will go to 32%. So if you have any Primal Shards, you can consider to open them now or save them for when they double the chances for mythicals, okay? Then the next event that we actually have on, guys, this will be, of course, from Ancients, from Sacreds, from Primals, and from Void Shards, will be the following. They're planning to launch a progressive chance event, giving you at least a 15x chance to summon the champions of your choice from the selected pool from Ancient, Primal, Sacred, and Void Shards. The very first champion is Duchess, guys. That's what I said, one of the best champions in the game, and you can put her alone in this slot. It's not like you're forced to use other champions. So you start directly with a 15x. It's better than a 10x, okay? Let's be honest. It's not insane if you have shards saved up, if you have a few sacreds, and you might get lucky to basically drop a few legendaries and boost your chance to 25x. This will be probably the best chance we've ever had in the game to get a Duchess Lilith, okay? Just for whoever is curious, of course. I'm not gonna read all the skills and all that, guys, because, yeah, it's kind of like no point. But she's amazing, right? Very strong for arena, very strong for some PvE content too. I feel like for PvE content, she's amazing for progression. She drops a lot of value in the end game for some of the dungeons because everybody's kind of looking like to speedrun, and she's not really material for that, but she's absolutely a beast. A beast. Then the next champion that we have on this event, guys, is Battle Khazar. I feel like he might get a bit of value now with the new content again, because you need a cleanse. He will give you a lot of healing. He will put the poison, so he's gonna be very, very helpful all around. So I feel like Battle Khazar is definitely a good champion. He's not what he used to be, but I feel like the new content could potentially increase his value quite a bit just because of all the restrictions. That's what makes it good, guys, because you have all the champions that you're not using, and then this content comes in that really puts a lot of these champions back in the game practically. The next champion that we have on is going to be Lissandra. So I'm using my Lissandra on the Dark Fae. And yes, she's still great for arena. In the endgame arena, she dropped a lot. Tag team arena, still good material. Live arena, not really. You kind of like want to have revivers and other champions that offer you a better support. But overall, she's not a bad champion, and she can be useful against some bosses. I feel like she could potentially become useful again in the new content against some bosses maybe. But we're gonna have to wait and see what sort of restrictions we're gonna have on the future rotations, you know. The next champion that we have on is going to be Whittier the Crowned. She's actually pretty nice. She was so OP for arena when they introduced her in the game because she was Force Affinity and we were in a Trandamera and Rotos, so that was a massive issue for the Magic champions. A lot of AoE attacks, you're getting continuous heal, you're getting leech, clans, you know. She's very, very nice and very useful. I would say she's useful for Hydra, useful for quite a lot of PvE content, massive for progression, guys, and even for arena, she's solid for the lower tiers, rather than she's not an end game arena champion, you know, like top plat arena or stuff like that. And I wouldn't use her in live arena where I am. Honestly, I don't think I personally use her in arena for a long time, but still, she's a good champion. You know, I can't take that away from her. Then we have, honestly, the worst champion that we have on the list is probably one of the worst legendary champions in the entire game. This is literally for the Pokemon collectors. Lady of Irate. She's so bad. Honestly, she's so bad. I don't even know how she got these ratings, 3-point ratings. She just doesn't deserve them. She's worse than most of the epic champions. I don't know why she's legendary, but yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it because she sucks. Then the next champion that we have on is going to be Prince Kaimar, guys. Again, I think we had 10x and 2x on ancient shards. I cannot say that this is better than that to get Prince Kaimar. But if you are looking to get a reset champion that strips buffs, sleeps, AoE damage, puts poisons, and deals a lot of damage, and gives you a good speed aura, Kaimar is the one. Enables a lot of dungeon teams that speed run it, and Doom Tower waves, etc. So he's an absolute monster. Then talking about Void champions, we're going to have the very first one. They are two, of course. You're going to be able to pick one of them. Venus being one of them. Very powerful for Hydra. I'm running her in Arena too, in the endgame arena with Cupidus. And yeah, they're doing an amazing job. And for Hydra, she's very good too. Like having the defense down, weaken the HP burn, the poisons, with Cupidus together, stripping buffs. I am running mine on a curse set, and she's working wonders, actually. Definitely still a solid champion. Then we have Tuhanarak, still using her as well in Hydra. One in Hydra, one in Arena. In Arena just to spread bombs. And I would use a second one in the Hydra if I would get another card deal, but I'm going to have to wait for Lady Makage before. And she's very solid, she can spread the bombs, she can put block debuffs, decrease attack, increase defense, increase speed, cleanse, give you a bit of healing, decrease speed. All around a very solid champion for Hydra, and some of the top teams that are not cheesing it with the broken teams are using her for the world record. Then we have the epic champions, guys. So we're gonna start with Doom Priest. Doom Priest is the very first one that we have in here, and yeah, Doom Priest's value is always going up. It's just a very simple kit. Cleanse, heals when she takes a turn. Relentless set, and just go on and on and on and on and on. Increase attack, and the A1 with the crit rate doesn't really matter. Useful in so much content, honestly. Such an amazing epic champion, and it's just crazy seeing that her value is always going up with every piece of content that we're getting. Then the next epic used to be my most wanted epic champion, but he's not anymore because I freaking got him finally after like 4 or 5 months. Creodan the Blue, and a lot of you guys probably always heard me saying it in the videos. I want this champion, and then I was seeing comments. Who's that champion, Skratch? Creodan the Blue. He's not that blue though, but yeah. Great for Fire Knight, great for crowd control. So the main thing why I wanted the champion was because he's bringing increased speed, he's bringing the frost, multi-hits. So I kind of like wanted to play him in the Fire Knight. I still didn't have a chance to do it, but planning to do it soon. Then we have Ursula the Mourner. She's a pretty good epic champion, a very good reviver. She can be used in Hydra, she can be used in other content, she can be used in Arena. She has a very nice revive skill. This is a powerful revive. Decrease attack, increase attack. Very useful for faction wars as well. And the last champion for this event is Madame Series. Again, she can be very useful for the new content and for the new boss. Defense down, decrease attack, removes buffs. The only problem is on a 4-turn cooldown, so I think we're going to find much better champions to do the job. But that was everything for today's video, guys. I just wanted to share the news with you. And because we have a fusion, okay, I'm personally going for the fusion. It's not the strongest fusion we have we had in the game, but it will be very important for the new content to beat some of the duo bosses where you have restrictions, and even single bosses when you have the Fire Knight and you have the restrictions. This rotation is not the case, but the future rotations might actually require this champion, so that's why I'm doing the fusion. That being said, I'll catch you all soon in the next video. Peace.